Hello, hello. What is up, party people? All right, I just started, so we're going to give everybody a couple minutes to come in. I meant to come on about 5 minutes early, but we'll try to kick it off at 5 after the hour. I know we got a lot of new Journal Party group members, and so I'm excited to see everybody, hang out with everybody, and do a little bit of guided gratitude journaling today. So just hang tight, say what's up in the chat, and we'll give everybody a few minutes to get in. Hey, Lando, what's up? Good to see you again. I don't know if you've seen, but the group's been popping off. I'm hoping we get a lot more people on here today. What's up, Jessica? Good to see you here. We're just going to give everybody a couple minutes to get in here. Oh, wow. Okay. More people popping on. Awesome. Yes. Join us. Join the journal party. All right. Is it live in the group right now? I always forget to actually share it in there, and I should probably get a little better at that. Let me just make sure. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I just shared it to the group, so we'll have a few more people popping in, and we'll aim to get started at 5 after. How's that sound? Oh yeah, definitely a lot more people today. Yes! This is so exciting. We've been trying to grow this thing, and it seems to finally be working. So if you're here, welcome. This is awesome. All right, let me make sure we've got the guided journaling program sorted out for the day. For those of you who are new, this is the Journal Party platform. We have an app that goes with it, and you can also access it on your desktop. And every week, just about, we're releasing new guided journaling programs, and it's not to journal into the app. That we get a lot of confusion about that. Our app isn't meant to journal into, but you actually open it up next to your journal, and it'll prompt you for guided journaling. So actually, let me throw this bad boy up here. If anybody's on their desktop, you can scan that QR code and grab the app. And there's a ton of free guided journaling programs in there. The one that we're going through today is going to be a premium program. It's in the premium guided journals, but we like to debut all the premium stuff live here for free. So hope everyone enjoys it and gets a chance to check it out. All right, let's get the chat going. All right, lots of first timers. This is awesome. Oh, this warms my heart, folks. All right, it's 4:05, so I think it's about time to get this party started. So welcome to Journal Party Live. We've been doing this every Thursday at 4 o'clock Pacific, and hopefully that's a good time for everybody. It's been working out, but now that we got a lot more members in the group, don't be shy. Please let me know, what times work for you. I don't mind doing more of these, but it would also be great to, maximize the attendance on these so that we get the most insight and interactions and things like that. So today's program that we're going to be going through is growing in gratitude. So I realized, I've been trying to fill out the premium programs a little bit more, and I realized it's been a long time since we've released anything having to do with gratitude, and maybe it's because it's just part of my daily practice. Like I overlook it and don't necessarily feel like I need some guidance with it, but I think especially since we got a lot of first timers in here and people just getting started, gratitude journaling is like a really great thing that everyone should be doing. And it's always good to get in touch with what you're grateful for. And I couldn't think of a better time to do it. Right? It's November. It's a season of harvest. It's a season of Thanksgiving, and so we should all try to be getting in touch with all of the things that are enriching our lives, and hopefully cultivate a sense of gratitude. And cultivate is an interesting word, right? I think there's a lot of I guess it's like a gardening word, right? So that's kind of the theme of today's program, growing in gratitude. And the idea is, not to actually go plant a garden, although I'm sure you could do that and be grateful about it. But the idea is to plant a seed of gratitude in your heart. And I know from my own personal experience, I think when I started gratitude journaling, I would just write down lists, which is nothing wrong with that because I think it's great to push your mind to find the different things that you're grateful for. But when the real magic starts to happen is when you really start to feel it, when you really start to have an emotional connection to these things that you're expressing. And so that's kind of the goal here today, is to get a little bit deeper. We're gonna plant a seed of gratitude in our hearts and find ways to cultivate it and nurture it through the year. So all right, let me get rid of the QR code so we have a little bit more screen space. And all right, hopefully everyone's got something to write in, a journal, or even if you got your notes app open, that'll work too. But definitely, if you haven't tried pen to paper journaling, I think it's the best. I think we need to get back to that. There's something magical about the kinesthetic connection of mind and your hand, right, your pen. So anyway, let's do it. So here's how it works. This is the app, and when I hit the start now button, it's going to count us down, and it's going to present us with 10 prompts. And this this program provides 3 minutes to work through each prompt, and we're going to abide by that because we're live and we're all here together and we want to keep it moving. But if you feel like you need a little bit more time, or you want to revisit any of these, this will live in the app, and there's player controls in there, so you can always pause, skip ahead, go back, take it as you like it. But for the purpose of this, we're all going to go through it together. Let me change the little notice there so people know that if they're coming in late, that it's all right to just start writing. And all right, I'm going to count us down. Hopefully everyone's got their pen ready, maybe a good little drink, and welcome to the party, guys. This is awesome. I'm so pumped. All right, counting us down in 5. Alrighty, first prompt of the day. Pretty simple. What seed of gratitude would you like to plant today? Alrighty. Here comes prompt number 2, nurture notes. What nurturing actions can you take to grow your gratitude? All right, here comes the next prompt. Let's keep it moving with blossoming blessings. Describe a recent blessing that has blossomed in your life. Okay, here comes the next one. Naturally grateful. Let's think about nature. What aspects of nature are you grateful for? All right, let's keep it moving. Cultivation Chronicle. Reflect on how cultivating gratitude has impacted your life. Okay, before we continue, I want to take a quick pause here because the music we had set up was ambient, and now it's sort of just kind of in the background. So I want to take a quick temperature check with the room. So would we all prefer something that's like a little more ambient sounding, or we want something that's like got a little bit of groove to it? Because we got this like little AI music station here for for these live streams, and unfortunately, we're limited to the royalty free stuff that they give us here, but. Want to make sure that we got the tone all right in the room. How's everybody doing? Let me know in the comments. Okay, everyone's shy. So I'm gonna try putting a little bit of I'm gonna try putting a little bit of lounge kind of thing on here. Let's see how that sounds. Oh, you like the ambient stuff? Okay, so we'll go back. We'll go back unless ambient. Okay, all right. You know what? The will of the party people. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, I could barely hear anything either, Shrina. Maybe I just needed to shuffle it. This now I can kind of hear it. I'll turn it up a little bit for everybody. All right, let's get this party back and going here. Weeds of worry. I'm sure. Well, now that you guys know the prompt, I probably don't even need to read it, but I will. Identify a worry and replace it with gratitude. This one's my favorite. Okay, we hit the play button and we'll get back on the track here. All right, just start writing. All right, music kicked back in. Grateful grounding. How does grounding and gratitude affect your day? All right, let's move on to the next one. Thankful thriving. Describe how gratitude contributes to your personal growth. All right, appreciating appreciation. Reflect on the beauty of appreciation. Harvest of happiness. What happiness have you harvested from your gratitude garden? Okay, we did it. Congratulations, party people. I hope you all enjoyed that as much as I did. So if you're new to Journal Party, at the end, we never ask you to share what it is that you write in your journal, and we never will. But that said, I think it's really cool that we can all come on here and kind of share the same headspace for a little bit, and then if you are willing to share any insights that you may have had, please do. And actually, now that I'm seeing that there's going to be more people joining these things, um, we do have the ability to actually get it to where we can have people on their cameras on here. So let me know if that's something that you guys are even into. I know some people are camera shy and things like that and would prefer to just hang out in the background in the chat. But if you would prefer this to be a more face to face and talk and hang out sort of thing, then definitely let me know. Shrina's from so we got people on YouTube here as well as on Facebook. So it looks like we've got probably more people on Facebook, but we got Shrina over here giving us some love on YouTube. That's so awesome. I'm really glad you enjoyed it, and we've been putting a lot of work into this, and we've been able to release new programs just about every single week. So again, if you don't have it, you're going to want to grab the Journal Party app. Even though there's premium programs in there, you can also catch all of these live restreams in here. In the app, rather, there's a Journal Party live section. And there's also a bunch of free stuff. So there's like, if you're into, astrology, there's like ones for each individual sign and things like that. Actually, we just released a program that I'm really, really proud of. A good friend of mine runs the Very Bad Therapy podcast, which is a massive podcast in the therapy and mental health space, and we collaborated to put together a guided journaling program to use before and after therapy. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a huge mental health advocate, and while I'm not a therapist myself, that doesn't mean we can't consult therapists and create some really good programs. So what we created, it's entirely free, and inside of the app, it's journal prompts for therapy. So there's a session that you can open before your therapy session and one to go through afterwards. And for me, I find that it's really helpful because I mean, first off, if you're at all, if you've ever taken or ever done therapy, you know that it can be pretty expensive. And for me, you know, I started with like half-hour sessions and didn't feel like I was getting a whole lot out of it, so I bumped it up to an hour. And you know, it's eventually, I guess my therapist found out that I journaled and am really into that, and so he started helping me to incorporate in that practice. And I find that by priming myself before a session and then you know, kind of really letting all the insights that I got during the session sink in, it's a really powerful way to get more out of those sessions, which, like I said, can be pretty expensive. So definitely check that out. And you know, no worries if that's not your thing. We've got all sorts of programs in there. So yeah, this was super fun. Does anyone have any shares that they want to share with the group? Like I said, we're not going to make you hold up your journal or type out what you wrote, but if anyone has anything that they want to share, whether it's insightful or just a show and tell sort of thing, I'm happy to feature that. Personally, you know, as far as my seed of gratitude, I am just so pumped to see that there's a bunch more people joining journal parties. So that's the seed of gratitude that I planted. It's for all of you, and I'm gonna be you know, I don't take it lightly that you've decided to show up and you know, share your time with me. And so I want to make sure that we're serving you as best as possible. So please, you know, drop me a line in the group. Let me know what you're working on, and I am happy to create, you know, specific programs to help you journal through whatever it is that you're going through. But we do have an awesome library there in the app, so I hope you'll check that out. And let's see. So one of the thoughts that I had, while I was going through this is, you know, sometimes these prompts feel a little redundant to me, and maybe that's just because, you know, well, at least for this program, I wrote it, and so, you know, maybe that's me just being a little bit overly critical. But every time I have that thought, I just start writing anyway, and I find that I get even deeper insights, sort of just by, you know, changing the prompt and having you know, my mind gets sparked in a different way. One of the areas where I, you know, had that thought was the appreciation prompt. And it's kind of an interesting thing to like appreciate just the concept of appreciation. But for me, the insight that I got out of it is that what a wonderful thing to you know, it is to acknowledge and accept what is. And you know, not just in you know, like it's going to happen, so you might as well accept it sort of way. It's a willful and joyful acceptance, and I think that's a really cool thing to get in touch with. um I know that I know that I personally enjoy being appreciated, right? Who doesn't? And it's also a wonderful gift to give others. So I'm going to be looking for different ways that I can express my appreciation for all the wonderful things that are going on in my life. I'm curious. You know, I know that this is a guided gratitude program, but what I would encourage everyone to do is to build this into their practice. Personally, I do gratitude every morning, and what that looks like for me is I have a, you know, a pretty solid morning routine. First, I do what is it? It's Morning Pages by Julia Cameron. So if any of you have read The Artist's Way, it's a really great book, and it's not just for artists. I think it helps for, you know, anybody who's looking to be a little bit more creative. But inside the practice is Morning Pages, and it's basically just 3 pages of stream of consciousness journaling first thing in the morning. And I find it's really useful. You can shake out all of your you know, head garbage is what I like to call it, and then, you know, primes you for creativity for the rest of the day. But after I do that, I immediately roll into goals and gratitude. And so I'll write 10 things I'm grateful for and 10 goals. And, you know, I wish I could say I had 100% consistency with that. There's sometimes where my day sort of gets hijacked by, my email inbox or the news or whatever it is. And, that's just something I noticed while I was journaling through some of these prompts as well, is that, the days where I intentionally start with gratitude are just the best, and I can prove it because I journal about it all. So I can look back and see the days that I did that are actually a lot better. So that's one of the other great things about journaling, is you have the proof that or you can track back, whatever it is that you're doing, so you can test these things and find out how they affect you in your life. And yeah, definitely, it's a really powerful thing to start the day with gratitude. So I highly recommend, cultivating some sort of gratitude practice in the morning. We were talking about that, I think, on the last live, I think it was the last live, where we were talking about the idea of conscious creation, and what it I think there's sort of this idea that most people get sucked into when you check your email first thing in the morning, or the news or whatever it is. You get your day sort of gets hijacked, and I think that we all a lot of us will sort of adopt this frame that maybe our circumstances are creating our state of being, and they are, if you allow them to be, right? I mean, you can allow these things to affect you, but it's a really powerful thing to cultivate your state of being first, and then bring that to the day. And I think that we're all way more powerful than we think. I mean, not to get too metaphysical or whatever about it, but we've all got a vibe, we've all got energy, and the days in which you're coming to you're showing up with that positive state of being, that is produced by cultivating all this gratitude. It I think, even if it's just your awareness of all the blessings in your life, and the things that you like and want to happen. I think, this whole world, our mind, it's a really great mystery, but it's sort of like, it's almost undeniable that we're like an antenna for this sort of thing. And when you start with the good stuff, it tends to produce the good stuff, in my experience. So let me know if you share that experience, or if you had any other insights that you'd like to share. I don't see a whole lot of people talking about their insights in the comments, so we'll try to wrap this thing up. I wanted to do a little bit of quick housekeeping. So I know there's a lot of new members on here. Super excited. I see some of you guys getting the app, which is super cool. And there's, even though that we have the premium stuff in the app, there's a lot of really free and great stuff for everybody to check out. So probably my favorite thing, aside from maybe the lives, now that more people are showing up, is I do the Journal Party podcast and release it every Monday. I think we're on the 62nd episode, so been going pretty consistently for a while. And every week it's a journal jam sesh, is what I like to call it. So sort of like a DJ, I get on there with a different theme. We go through 5 prompts, and I set them to real funky music. And it's not this like royalty. Well, it is royalty free music, but it's not this. I don't know, this stuff I think they make with AI for this streaming app or whatever, and it's whatever. But I actually take some time to pick out some groovy tunes and go through some really thoughtful prompts and themes in that. So definitely check that out. It's if you go to journalparty.com/podcast, it's also just available wherever you get your podcast. That's probably my favorite thing to produce for Journal Party. So definitely check that out. One of the things that we're talking about doing in the future is retreats. And I see a lot of people showing some interest in the group for that. So if you're interested in that, look in the group. There's a post in there about potentially doing one in Sedona. And I think that's probably going to be our first one. And at the rate that the group is growing, we'll probably get our first one on the books, I would say, next year. So let me know if that's something that interests you, and we'll keep you on the list, so that way, as we start to put it together, we can get your feedback and make something that everybody is really going to love. And what else do we got? What else do we do? I think that's that's mostly it. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I'm really grateful, and I look forward to hanging out with you guys on future Journal Party Lives. So that we do this every Thursday. Probably if you're not if you're in the group, you'll see the the posts about it. But always remember to RSVP so that you get the notifications. And if you don't like Facebook so much and YouTube's more of your thing, just subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notifications, and it'll let you know every time that we go live. But as of now, we're doing it every Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that would be 7 Eastern. And okay, what do we got? We got a comment here. Yes, provide a scheduled event. Okay, great. There you go. All right. Sorry, I was just reading the comments. I got to remember that I got a hot mic here. All right. If you can't tell, I'm so pumped. I'm so excited. My heart is full, and I am so grateful that that you all showed up with to journal with me today. Feel free to watch the replay in the app. There's a section for Journal Party Live in there, and the program that we did today. If you'd like to go through it again, it is going to live in the premium section of the app. So check that out. Drop me a line. Let me know what you want new programs about, and check out the Journal Party podcast coming out on Monday. Well, or you can go listen to the back ones. Anyway, I'll keep talking forever, so I'm going to shut this party down. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you all have a wonderful day and the rest of your week.